The newest episode of Survivor 44 is so sexist that it is actually the cause of the gender pay gap. The episode starts off with all the racist goblins hopping around happy that Bruce is gone, you absolute monsters. And then Katora is very happy that her black-on-black crime finally worked. And then the Meggy racist Emily tells everyone that she was the one that poured the anti-black oil on Bruce's idol so it no longer works.
Complete props to Emily.
And then the four Rebas, which I like to refer to as the butt faces, talk about how they are finally in the majority. And then Austin and Dee get all lovey-dovey because showmances in the new era have worked very well.
Cheers on our victory.
Survivor, who the heck are these people? You can't just bring in 2 players at the final 7 of the game. That does not make any sense. And then Jake is very sad because everyone hates him in this game and refused to work with him. And then Jake, being the goofy goober he is, he just makes up a random word.
Hopefully the apricot's upset in some way.
And then Katora still refuses to tell anybody she's a lawyer because if they know that, then they'll vote her out. Even though there's 2 other lawyers in the game that haven't been voted. That's besides the point though. And then Katora tells us perhaps the most baffling sob story to ever exist on Survivor.
And it just like instantly my childhood got taken away from me. And so, they started putting me to work. And I worked like 3-4 jobs.
I don't want to make it seem like I think Katora is lying here, but she's definitely lying, because what kind of employer is going to hire like a 5-year-old girl? And then she cries about being homeschooled, like get over it, I was homeschooled, not the end of the world. And then Charles Manson, or whatever, wanted Katora to be his like 54th wife, and Katora's mom's like, you know what, we're gonna leave. And so they left. And honestly, the biggest winner out of all of this is Katora's dad, because he doesn't have to freaking put up with this. And then she became a lawyer to specifically help black people, which definitely isn't racist, even though she refuses to help all the other minorities.
I'm gonna become a lawyer who advocates for black people.
Awesome. Wait, she's not black? What the heck, Katora? What are you... They're not black! Katora, what are you doing? And a boat shows up to camp and the most racist player has to get on it. So obviously they choose Emily. And then Drew and the old lady have like one of the most bizarre conversations I have ever heard on Survivor.
How do you feel about Emily going?
I don't know. She's starting to get some clout.
I think dude is actually turning into Napoleon Dynamite.
We're like the best friends ever.
Then you wake up the next morning and you're like, are we really, the best friends ever?
How do people not like this man? And then the super racist Emily arrives to an island, and pretty much there is a puzzle. If she decides to do the puzzle and completes it, then she wins immunity at the next tribal council. But if she fails it, then she loses her vote at the next tribal council. Or she could just not do it and be racist. And obviously she chooses to not do it and be racist. And then Jake and Katora are practicing for the fire making at Final 4. And they aren't very good at it. And then the very racist Drew figures out that sexism also exists. And he's like, you know what? I think I shall partake in that activity. And he tries to get Jake and Katora on his side to take out Dee or Julie. What the heck? And then we head to the immunity challenge, and I like to call this challenge made for Drew to win because a puzzle is involved. And as the challenge starts, you can tell that it is a very sexist challenge, because if you look closely at the ropes, you can see that they are all anti-female ropes. Very, very sexist. And honestly, I would be very happy with anyone winning this challenge except for very racist and sexist white privileged... Are you kidding me, man? And if you thought the anti-female ropes was sexist, you ain't seen nothing yet. Drew is allowed to choose 2 people to go on the reward with him, and he chooses the 2 other men. Pugh, that's disgusting! What kind of self-centered psychopath would only choose people from their own gender? That is disgusting. And then for some reason, all of the females rub sand into their face. I don't like sand. It's coarse, and it gets everywhere. Obama said that. And then the girls start reading information off their buffs.
So like a buff
Made in Spain.
Oh.
And then we head to the yucky boys just chowing down and being so uncivilized. And then all of the disgusting men decide that the old lady is their biggest threat. But then the love-struck Austin has his heart do palpitations every time he sees Dee. So he's like, oh brother, I gotta tell Dee about us voting out her #1 ally, the old lady. So Dee obviously goes to her ally and is like, yo, old lady, play the idol Austin gave you. Oh, by the way, if you forgot, Austin gave her an idol. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then the old lady throws a tantrum because I guess she forgot that she was able to be voted out of this game. But guys, don't worry. Old lady is going to play the idol on herself and she's gonna vote for Austin. A man is gonna get voted out of this game. Yes! And then we head to Tribal Council. And the old lady plays her idol. Austin's gonna go, Austin's gonna go, Austin's gonna go. Oh, wait. What the freak? She voted for Emily. This has got to be some old lady on middle-aged lady crime if I've ever seen it. Anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you later, unless I get hit by a bus or something. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah.